The following is a presentation of the THWF Network.
A recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to the THWF Network, a special live edition here on the THWF Network. My name is Cedric Lynum. I am your host, and I am a THWF, a true hardcore wrestling fan. And to those of you out there who are listening to us for the very first time, we are a Facebook community that prides ourselves on being an elite group of wrestling enthusiasts. You can search for us on Facebook. Just type in True Hardcore Wrestling Fans. If you are on social media, you can follow us on the Twitter machine and on Instagram at THWF_FB. I am very proud to have our illustrious CEO and my brother Byron Lynum here on the show today. Sir, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, bro. How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good, man. It was definitely a great weekend. With all the festivities going on with Wrestlemania, I mean, just wow.
Wow is the word to say, man. I was saying in the group that WrestleMania 33 pretty much captivates the whole theme of being the ultimate thrill ride, and that's exactly what it delivered to us last night.
Definitely. And the thing about WrestleMania, initially, there wasn't really anything that really jumped off on me, like in WrestleMania's past, where you knew that there was a certain match that was going to grab your attention or was going to really bring you in, whatnot. I didn't get that feel, but that card was solid, and I believe it exceeded expectations.
It definitely exceeded mine because I'm going to be honest with you, going into WrestleMania 13, my expectations were very, very low. I wasn't trying to expect for anything to be awesome and everything, but once it actually happened and everything, I was just like, wow, man, wow.
Exactly.
So
definitely. Let's we can definitely touch on a couple of the highlights. We do have a new Universal Champion in Brock Lesnar. We were joking with the THW. I was joking with the THWF Southwest folks who were here watching it with me. We were on over under plus or minus 5 minutes. The match went 4 minutes and 48 seconds by our count.
And you know what's funny that you try to time it obviously because of Goldberg's limitations and everything, but I feel as though that match actually appeased to the crowd because even though they're both part timers and everything, we still want to be able to have some sort of legitimacy to the Universal Championship, and I feel as though Lesnar going over and at least trying to reestablish himself as that beast restored his credibility as the monster that he is, and I actually love the result of what happened.
Definitely. Couple of highlights. Kevin Owens, new United States champion.
Yes. That match actually delivered and everything, and it was very nice storytelling and everything. The thing about it is that when you have two good workers like that, you instantly put on a great show and everything. For us to get that, it was a real treat for us wrestling fans and everything. We got to see a battle of two former best friends going at each other and everything, and pretty much just leaving it at the ring. So I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely. And the Cruiserweight Championship match was the very first match of the night, kicking off the pre-show, and I really believe they truly set the tone for the entire show.
Now this, outside that one match with Rich Swann had on one of those pay-per-views, this might have been the best Cruiserweight match I've seen, to date, and they really set the bar for what is, for the whole division and everything. And I was actually pleasantly surprised. I mean, we knew Austin Aries was a very good wrestler, though, but to see him go against Neville and everything, they really just brought it to them and everything. So great opening show, great high octane energy, and it's just so much that they gave to the fans just to open up. It really set the tone for the actual pay-per-view. Even though it was part of the pre-show, it's still probably one of the best pre-show matches that I've seen to date.
Yes, definitely. Naomi was able to regain the SmackDown Women's Championship in her hometown. So I think it was truly vindicating for her, especially that she had to relinquish it due to injury with a little more than a month to go to Mania. So I think Yeah.
It's a bittersweet feeling because it's like, it's very happy to see her regain what was hers and everything, but at the same time, they fell victim to time constraints. So it was like, yes, we get the moment and everything, but it was rushed to the moment. So
Exactly.
so it's like we got the feeling of her being able to get the championship back and everything, but it was like it was a little sour because it's like we didn't really get to see the action that we would get out of the women's division, and in order to really showcase them more and everything, I feel as though they need to really try to readjust their cards so where we can get that exposure instead of just them being like an afterthought like the rest of the Divas matches before the Revolution.
Exactly. But one moment that everybody's talking about is in the Raw Tag Team Championship match, the return of the Hardy Boys. How about that? I literally jumped out of my recliner and screaming. It was unbelievable.
Yo.
It was like, wow. 24 hours earlier, they were in a ladder match for Ring of Honor, and the next night they're in a spotlight match at WrestleMania.
It was a feel-good moment, okay? It's one of those things where you are proud to be a wrestling fan here, and just to see the momentum that the Hardys brought towards, TNA and everything, how they reestablished them before their departure, and then to go to Ring of Honor to perform the ladder match, and then going on to go back to WWE. They trying to really leave their mark as one of the greatest tag teams in there, and for it to come back at WrestleMania, it was such a pleasant surprise. It was hidden very well, and like I said, I jumped up and screamed like I was a kid again, and those moments right there is what define being a wrestling fan is all about here. And to me, it was one of those cases where we didn't care how the match went. It's moments like that that really just solidify and just make the match, the moment itself good. So for them to come back, just at this time, everything 16 years later after that epic TLC match from WrestleMania 17, and to do it again with the new guys and everything, it really was a crowning jewel. It was a really, a treat for us.
Exactly, and it's moments like that I look forward to, that wow factor. Because I have a love-hate relationship with spoilers and knowing everything that happens. I want to have that moment where I can just lose myself in that moment, be a true fan, and just bask in that glory. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, man! It's just like before the days of the internet, you really just have to just tune in every week just to see what goes on. And for this moment, I tried to, for the longest part, I tried my hardest to stay away from the dirt sheets or any news wrestling sites and everything. So for this moment to come up, at this particular moment and everything, it really, really was like a pleasant surprise, a breath of fresh air. And I just literally jumped up and screamed, yes! And just marked out, man. It's an awesome moment, man.
Yeah, I know I freaking enjoy it. And I know one moment that you didn't enjoy last night. It was the main event of the evening in which Roman Reigns defeated The Undertaker. I'm just gonna give you time right now to just talk about that.
Oh my gosh! All right, for those that don't know me, there's two wrestlers that I had that I was emotionally connected to growing up to now. One was the Ultimate Warrior, and he passed away 3 years ago. And there was the Undertaker. I'm a huge Undertaker fan. Like when he lost the streak, I literally left my group. I couldn't do it. And then last night was like the first time I actually showed raw emotion, to where it almost felt like a part of me, a part of my childhood has died. Just to see somebody go, 27 years in the business and everything, put on the most, epic matches and everything, give us, almost 3 decades of wrestling, and able to outlast everybody from the Attitude Era. Everybody. Still be able to compete in today's world and everything, and still to keep us engaged and fresh. To see that just to be, gone after so many years, it really tore my soul to see what happened. Because it was so methodical. It was so painstakingly just to watch him get speared and chair shot and everything. It was like literally the destruction of the Undertaker. That's what it felt like. I felt like this is almost like a funeral for the Undertaker, and that's what it felt like. And it's almost like Roman Reigns came to eulogize the Undertaker. That's what it felt like to me.
Okay.
So it really hurt. It really hurt me to the core and everything. Trust me, it wasn't no wrestling matches and everything. It was all about making a statement. And Roman Reigns made a statement against the ire of the internet wrestling community. He's out to make a statement that, hey, he is the guy. You better take some to that here. So as much as I want to try, and bash Roman Reigns for taking out my favorite wrestler and everything, I got to give it to him for him being the guy to do it. Only for the fact that, he's elevated himself amongst the greats and everything. We can hate him all we want and everything, but time and time again, let's not take away from him. He can tell a story. Roman Reigns can tell a story. I will give him that. It's just that I hate that he had to do it at one of my favorite wrestlers' expense.
Of course. And as we close this chapter on WrestleMania 33, it was definitely a great event, and as we all know, the Raw after WrestleMania is tonight.
Oh man!
It's almost like the second biggest show of the year, because any and everything can happen tonight. So I'm sure I know that within THWF we're gonna be on the edge of our seats tonight as we're in our live discussion thread. And speaking of the group, we had a very good presence down in Orlando this weekend.
Oh yes, absolutely. What was the number of members that we had that went to?
I want to say it was around 25, 26 members that was down there in Orlando. I definitely want to send a shout out to all those members. We had 2 members who came from overseas.
Wow.
To take part of the festivities. We had several opportunities this weekend for members from our different territories, from the East Coast, the Southwest, from international, from the South. I think we had a couple from the West Coast as well. Mm-hmm. But all of our members to be able to come together and enjoy the spectacle that is WrestleMania. It was absolutely awesome, absolutely humbling.
It is very humbling, because considering that, we talk daily on our groups and everything, and for us wrestling fans to be able to come together on one common interest and just be able to show the love of professional wrestling and everything, it was really a very, very warm experience, because we got people coming all the way around just to link up, just so we can all enjoy something, a craft that we love, professional wrestling. And It was just really, really, great to see that all of us members come together. We have over 700 members and everything. We had 25 of them showed up. So it was awesome just to be able to see everybody link up together right there. And this is pretty much what our group was all about. The whole purpose of us even creating THWF, to bring everybody together.
Exactly. And it was definitely a lot of excitement, a lot of energy. Our members interacting with wrestlers. We had wrestlers give shout outs to our group. Shout out to the artist formerly known as Damian Sandow for giving us a good, nice shout out video. Thanks for Pam for getting that for us. Our resident hallmark and THWF San Antonio promoter Van Robbins throwing toothpicks with WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall. I mean, just wow.
Wow, indeed, man. And we created so much buzz and everything to where it's like our brand is being shown with everybody now. And to me, like, what got me was when you came and you took a picture with Matt Hardy before this all happened and everything, thinking one of the legends from back in the Attitude Era, just to go to TNA, then ROH, then WWE. You took a picture with him, man. To me, that was a mark out moment for me. That was a mark out moment. It was a feel good moment, man. So like I said, it's stuff like this that really just gets me amped about our group, man.
Exactly, and all these. How good of a feeling is it for you to see all of our members coming together, one common bond? The THWF club shirts, all of that.
Oh man, dude, man, this is really humbling. Very, very humbling, man. We've been working on this group. Most of us don't know everything. We started as old school wrestling fans back in 2011, and transpired to True Hardcore WrestleMania, back in 2012, if I remember right. just to see us grow from this, from that to this and everything is really, really, an amazing experience. And then everybody's spreading the word. Everybody's spreading the good word, spreading the buzz and everything. And then we get recognition, from independent organizations. Got Wrestle Circus coming out, man. River City Wrestling. Man, it's a very humbling experience just to see, your brand, and then people love your brand and people spreading the word about that. To me, as an owner, me as CEO, it really is it warms my heart to see people so passionate about wrestling, just as much as passionate I am about it.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. I kind of want to get away from us being a Facebook group. We are a Facebook community.
Mm-hmm.
We're a community of folks who enjoys wrestling. We enjoy everything about it, and we enjoy interacting with each other. And I'm just so happy and just so overwhelmed with the level of energy within this group, and we're looking to build it even more. As right now, as we're one day removed from Wrestlemania, we can go ahead and start looking forward to Wrestlemania 34 in New Orleans, Louisiana. So just, everybody at THWF, just go ahead and get ready. The caravan is moving westward to New Orleans. So start making your plans now. All right, sir. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just want I wanted to give you the opportunity to come in and address the masses. Any parting words?
Guys, this is only the beginning here. We got our biggest sale from our t-shirts, over 100 and everything. SummerSlam, I plan on one-upping that. I'm going to have a very special surprise coming in the months to come and everything. It's going to be a huge surprise, but I guarantee you the next t-shirt sale that we're going to have is going to completely destroy and set the bar even higher for what we got already and everything. If you think WrestleMania was good right now, just wait till SummerSlam happens. I promise you. Matter of fact, I guarantee you it's going to really, exceed that here. We are great because of what we do. We're great because of the passion that we have and everything. I will say with full confidence, there is no group like us. There's no group that shows the love and energy like we do. We are the best damn wrestling group out there. And I'm not saying it because this is my group. I'm saying because I believe in that. I believe in us as THWF. So I'm very, very excited. I'm very happy for what's happened and what's to come here. So like I said, be on the lookout. Just keep posting the threads and everything. Please, 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 please post in the discussion threads, especially tonight. One day after Mania, there's going to be so much energy involved in this and everything. Like I said, I'll stay tuned to the group and everything, and always stay tuned to the podcast and also social media. Check it out. Instagram, THWF_FB, Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook.com/group/True Core Hard Wrestling Fans. That's our Facebook group. For those that are not part of us and want to join us, that's their link. Facebook.com/group/True Hardcore Wrestling Fans.
Definitely. Very well said, sir. Very well said. You took away half of my closer right there. Well, I definitely do thank you, sir, for coming on and jumping on the THWF Network and just sharing your bit of insight. And you heard it here from the CEO, y'all. Big things are coming to THWF. Come along to ride with us. As the CEO said, search us on Facebook, True Hardcore Wrestling Fans, on our social media, THWF_FB, on the Twitter machine, and on Instagram. Until next time, for our illustrious CEO, Byron Lynum, I am Cedric Lynum, and I am a true hardcore wrestling fan. A place where no one follows me, I want love.